We are discussing radioactivity. Yeah, radioactivity. In this, mainly we have to discuss about natural radioactivity, the spontaneous decay. We are discussing here spontaneous decay. Spontaneous decay of naturally occurring unstable nuclei by emission of certain subparticles by emission of certain subparticles, like what we can write subparticles means here alpha, beta and gamma radiations. Gamma radiation is called natural radioactivity. So now we are going to discuss in this short topic about radioactivity. Here radioactivity means it is a spontaneous decay of naturally occurring. The important point is unstable nuclei. In unstable nuclei, we'll be observing this radioactivity process here. So the emission of these rays takes place because of instability of nucleus. In this process of emitting these rays of nucleus tries to attain stability. Why it is emitting these alpha particles, beta, gamma, alpha particle, beta particle, gamma radiation? Why it is emitting? So unstable nuclei want to attain stability. So let us discuss the mode of decay. Different modes. What are there? So here, if you observe carefully here, any decay, if you observe, there is a first starting nucleus, that is unstable nucleus. What we are taking first, the radioactive nucleus, that I'm calling it as a parent nucleus. This parent nucleus, by emitting some particle or radiation, here, it is giving out another nucleus that I am calling it as daughter nucleus. This radiation can be alpha particle, that means R I have written this, R can be alpha particle, beta particle or gamma radiation. Along with this we can write energy. Q is energy here. Q is energy. Q is nothing but energy. This is the way it transfers. Here in this decay modes, we have to decay mainly whenever we use the term decay, mainly we'll be discussing about alpha decay. Another one we'll discuss about beta decay. Other one gamma decay. So three things we have to discuss. Now alpha, what is alpha particle? You have to know. Alpha particle means alpha particle is nothing but nucleus of helium. Nucleus of helium is called alpha particle. Don't call it as helium. Call it as nucleus of helium. This is nothing but, we can write the symbol 2He4. We have symbol 2He4. Gamma decay means it is a radiation. Energy it emits. That's in the form of photon. Radiation energy. So this is a gamma. We'll see about that one later. Coming to beta, here we have two types. Sometimes they will tell simply beta or beta minus, both are same. Beta or beta minus decay. And one more is beta plus decay. We have to know clearly what is this beta or beta minus. When should we call beta or beta minus, and what is this? Is a beta plus. This is beta plus. Beta plus decay or we can have beta or beta minus decay. We have to discuss these two areas now. First, let us start our journey with the first alpha decay. After that, we'll go ahead with the beta. Finally, at ending, we'll go for gamma decay. Now, let us observe alpha decay. Alpha decay. Our target is alpha decay. Alpha means I told you it is a nucleus of helium. So, whenever a parent nucleus, this is the parent nucleus, it is emitting alpha particle. Alpha means nucleus of helium it emitted. So if it emits the alpha particle, this is R. So along with that some energy also will come out, no doubt. So here the nucleus, we call this as what? Parent nucleus. Generally main nucleus we are calling it as parent nucleus, which from where the emission takes place, that nucleus is called parent nucleus. And now what is the resultant form after decay? That is called as daughter nucleus. Already I mentioned you that one. So here I am taking it as Y. Y is the daughter nucleus. Now the thing is we have to balance the equation. So observe here. Here mass number is A. Here mass number is 4. To balance the equation, Q is energy. Don't have any atomic number, mass number, nothing to discuss about Q. Q is simply we call it as energy, nothing to discuss about that. Now coming to here about Y. To balance this equation, what should I write? You observe carefully here. Here what we have A, here 4 is there. So to balancing equations, I can write here simply A minus 4, A minus 4. So you observe here, A minus 4 plus 4, A is the balanced equation. Like that in denominator, I can write here Z minus 2. Now you observe here carefully, Z minus 2 plus 2 is Z. So whenever we use the term alpha decay, so alpha decay means you have to inform that atomic number decreases by 2 units, decreases by 2 units, atomic number decreases by 2 units, and mass number decreases by 4 units, 4 units decreases by 4 units. This is the process, we call it as alpha decay, alpha decay. So here alpha decay is that information. I hope you are clear with alpha decay now. Now let us concentrate on beta decay. So before going to beta decay also, I want to explain one example here. Small application we'll observe, then we'll go for beta decay. What is this application means here? A stationary radionuclei is there. So they are telling that stationary radioactive nucleus, radioactive nucleus I'm taking. So stationary, they told, stationary means it is rest. Let us call it as some randomly, let us give it name as X. So now from X, alpha is emitted. From X, it is emitting alpha. They told it is stationary. They told it is stationary. So stationary means what we can write here. Now it is emitting alpha means this is called as we know that parent nucleus, and this is the parent nucleus we know. And this is Y is called as daughter nucleus, parent nucleus and daughter nucleus. Already we named them. And from here what happened, this parent nucleus is at rest, parent nucleus is at rest. So now this is daughter nucleus and this is nucleus of helium, nucleus of helium. So in your first year you have one topic, that law of conservation of linear momentum, law of conservation of linear momentum. Total momentum before emitting, because here what happened, this parent nucleus X is emitting the daughter nucleus as well as alpha particle, it is emitting Y and alpha, so it is at rest. So momentum before emitting, what is the momentum before emitting? Here momentum before emitting is, we can take it as 0. Why? Rest. So momentum mass into velocity, its value is 0 before emitting. After emission, the momentum of this daughter nucleus is Py and momentum of alpha particle is P alpha. So clearly we can write now Py is, what is Py? Momentum of Y particle, and momentum of alpha particle. So here these two will act in opposite directions. How you know these two are in opposite direction? From this equation I can write Py bar is equal to minus P alpha bar. This indicates, negative sign indicates Y and alpha are moving in opposite direction. Y and alpha are in opposite direction. So Py and P alpha are moving in opposite direction. Moving in opposite direction. In your law of conservation of linear momentum chapter, that one laws of motion, law of conservation of linear momentum topic is there when a bullet fires from gun, bullet will move front and gun will move back. Like that we have concept, the gun is there, bullet will move front means gun will move back. Like that we have concept, the same concept here. The alpha particle moving front, then the particle will move back. Momentum is same. Momentum is the same in the both the cases. So I can write the direction is opposite, but momentum is same. That is Py is equal to P alpha. That is mass of Y particle into velocity of Y particle is equal to mass of alpha particle into velocity of alpha particle. Like that I can give the information. What is the total energy released? They are telling total energy released. So they're asking us to find total energy released. We denoted total energy released by what? By Q. Total energy released by Q we denoted. So Q is equal to total energy means kinetic energy of alpha. What is total energy? Kinetic energy of alpha particle as well as kinetic energy of that particular particle emitted, that is Y. So from this information, I can write the total energy released is Ke alpha plus Ke Y. Law of conservation of energy here. So here both the things momentum is same. So kinetic energy, actually kinetic energy and momentum, how they are related means kinetic energy we can write as P square by 2m. P is linear momentum. Just now we told momentum is constant. Momentum is constant. This is constant. 2 is constant. I can write kinetic energy is inversely proportional to mass. That implies from this information, I can write kinetic energy of alpha particle to kinetic energy of Y particle is equal to reciprocal. So my by m alpha, they are reciprocal to mass. Kinetic energy is inversely proportional to mass. I can write like that. I hope this is clear. How you got this expression? The ratio of kinetic energy of alpha particle to kinetic energy of particle. So like that we combine law of conservation of linear momentum concept here. Simply what we did here, a stationary radioactive nucleus we have taken. This is X. It is emitting one nucleus daughter, other one is alpha particle. So here what happens before it is rest means after also they must be total momentum must be zero. Total momentum before and after has to be zero. But sum of momentum of daughter, momentum of alpha nucleus. If you observe, now we got the relation here minus sign. Minus sign indicates both are in opposite direction. So both are in opposite direction. Like that, we have given information here and we found the rest of the things. I hope this application is clear. Now we have to enter into the next topic is here beta decay. Take care about beta decay, beta. So beta, what is beta decay means, we'll take in two forms here. Generally, beta or beta minus I told, beta or beta minus. Other one is beta plus. This is called as electron only. Beta or beta minus is nothing but electron only. But beta particle, so if you observe beta particle is nothing but electron. It is also electron only. And here beta plus is nothing but it is positron. We have to call it as positron. So beta or beta minus is called electron, beta plus is called positron. How we got this information? How they are emitted and what is? If already we know that electron, then why they are giving the name again beta minus? Because this is a special situation. In the radioactive substances, the neutron will split as the neutron will split as proton and this beta particle. This is beta particle minus 1 E0 is called beta particle. Actually, it is electron symbol only. This electron only we are calling it as beta particle. And along with that, it also emits the emission of anti-neutrino. This is the equation how we got the beta particle. So inside these radioactive substances, the neutron itself, you observe carefully here, neutron N10. 1 is mass number, 0 atomic number per neutron. Proton 1 atomic number 1, mass number 1. The equation has to be balanced. The equation has to be balanced means what should we write here? -1 +1 0. Here 0 1. That must be electron. The electron which is emitted from the nucleus, it is formed in the nucleus and it can't stay inside the nucleus. It will come out from the nucleus. The electron coming out from the nucleus is called beta particle. Electron coming out from nucleus is called beta particle. That means in radioactive substance, neutron is splitting as proton and electron. Proton and electron. The electron which is present inside the nucleus, which will come out, it can't stay there, it will come out. That is coming out electron. We call it as beta particle. Now, what about now this beta plus positron? Positron is nothing but antiparticle of electron. Positron is antiparticle of electron. When we'll get this positron means if proton, I am taking now proton. The proton splits as neutron and positron. Proton will split as neutron and positron. So I can write here +1 E0, +1 E0 positron. And here we'll get again neutrino. So like that the equation we are going to get. That means here what we observed, the proton is emitted. In previous case, neutron is emitted as what? Proton and beta particle. Here proton is emitted as neutron and positron. This is called as positron. So this positron only I am calling it as beta plus. What is beta plus? Positron. What is beta minus or beta? Electron. Don't get confused. Beta minus beta, simply they mention is electron. If they specifically they have given beta plus, it is called positron. How we got positron? Proton converted as neutron and positron. How we got electron here? That's beta particle. Neutron has been converted into proton and beta particle. I hope you are clear with this idea beta about beta decay. Now, if beta or beta minus decay, what will happen? Okay, we told beta decay, well done. So here we told one is beta or beta minus decay. And here another one is, I told it is beta plus decay. Two forms we are discussing here, beta plus or beta minus decay. So here, what I am saying here is when beta or beta minus decay they told. So one parent nucleus. Parent nucleus is what we will take here XZA and daughter nucleus. What will happen to the daughter nucleus? Y. And here, what is emitting? Beta minus is nothing but what is beta minus? Electron. So here what will happen to atomic number and mass number? Take care. What will happen to atomic number and mass number? Observe carefully here. This is A, this is 0. So what will get here? A itself. What about the denominator here? Not denominator, here suffix. Here if you observe this one, What we have? Z here. Here -1 here. So what should we write to balance here? We have to write Z plus 1. Z plus 1. So what happened here? Atomic number increases by 1 unit. Atomic number increases by 1 unit. Mass number remains same. Conclusion. Atomic number increases by 1 unit, and mass number no change in mass number, no change in mass number. Suppose beta plus decay, that is a positron. So what will happen in this case, in this situation? How to handle this one now? Take carefully here. XZA. Now parent nucleus +1 E0. So what will happen here? Yes, here why when we are taking here mass number is not affected, but to balance the equation here +1 is there, Z is there, to balance what should we write here? Yes, you are correct, Z -1, Z -1. So in this situation, now what should I write? I have to write atomic number. We have to write here atomic number Z decreases by 1 unit, decreases by 1 unit, decreases by 1 unit. And what about mass number? No change. Mass number, no change. Here don't have any change. No change in mass number. So this is beta or beta minus and beta plus decay. I hope you are clear. Along with this, in this reaction, we also get neutrino and energy. I didn't write. You will also get neutrino and energy here in this equation. That is, here additionally we will get neutrino and energy. Here anti-neutrino and energy. Anti-neutrino and energy here. Additionally, we will get here neutrino and energy. Anti-neutrino and energy. Okay, I hope you are clear with this alpha decay, beta decay. And now we have to enter into gamma decay. Gamma decay, very, very important. This one also gamma decay. Gamma ray, what is gamma? It is nothing but radiation. Gamma is nothing but electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation of short wavelengths. You can say perfectly means electromagnetic radiations of short wavelengths. We can say short wavelengths. Short wavelengths means they must not exceed 10 power minus 10 meter. So if they don't exceed 10 power minus 10 meter, then we call such a type of radiations or short radiations that comes under gamma. Here, whenever gamma is emitted, no change. If the gamma is emitted means simply it's a radiation not having any atomic number and mass number, so no change. Simply we can directly conclude no change, gamma decay, no change in mass number and atomic number, no change in mass number and atomic number whenever there is what emission? Emission of gamma. Why emission of gamma means? What is gamma decay? Gamma is a radiation. Radiation means it don't have atomic number, mass number. So these are not affected, not affected. That is the information about alpha, beta and gamma decay. So I hope you are clear with these things. Now let us observe one important point here, that suppose for example they have given that electric field is there. So we have taken two plates of electric field, one positive plate, other one is negative plate. This is the positive plate. So this is the negative plate, positive plate and negative plate I have taken. And I am allowing the radiation from here. I kept actually one lead block here. I kept here one lead block. So this is the lead block. Lead block is a radioactive substance here. Lead means, so lead block in the red block, radiation RA I kept here, so that what will happen here, radiating element is, what will happen from here, the radiations are coming out, radioactive radiations. Radioactive radiations means what will happen, it is emitting alpha, beta, gamma decay. One particle went this side, one particle, one ray went like this, one ray, some rays are going straight and some rays are going like this, some rays are going like that. So you have to decide what are these radiations. You observe here, generally we have three things, alpha, not three things, four things, beta minus, other one beta plus, other one gamma. So if you observe, gamma is a radiation here. It don't have anything, it don't attract for electric fields. That means positive and negative place, it don't attract. That means this is gamma, this is gamma. So gamma particle is going without any deviation. Gamma particle is going without any deviation. And here positive plate, the particle which attracts towards positive plate means we can say it is negative. Negative means here beta minus electron, beta minus electron. So again, here these two must be positive. So which is the positive means one must be alpha particle nucleus of helium, other one must be beta plus. So beta plus alpha both are positive, they will attract towards negative. Beta minus negative, they will attract towards positive plate. And gamma is a radiation, it will go straight. Gamma radiation will go straight like that. This is the form whenever we place, that is radiations are allowed to enter into here in electric field. It emits alpha, beta and all these things. So here beta or beta minus both are same. Remember beta or beta minus both are same. So we can write either beta or beta minus. I hope you are clear with this alpha, beta and gamma radiations. So in our next class, we'll discuss about the radioactivity of life, mean life and remaining concepts. Thank you each and everyone.